I'm waiting for a chat to show up on my end because I'm immediately gonna start fucking around with it. I want to see if because I did a test stream to see if the text to speech is gonna work, and it did work when I tried it that one time. But I don't know if it's actually gonna work. I don't see why it wouldn't. But I don't have a strong history of good things happening with me when it comes to technology. So I would not be surprised if it's like, oh, this application only works on private streams or something like that. It's not letting me. Wait, hold on. Now it's not letting me see chat. It's just not here. It's just not here. This is no chat. There's zero chat. This is a blank space. I don't mean that as in like there's no one like in chat. I mean there's nothing here. It's just there's usually at least like a chat box here. There's nothing. It's blank. There's nothing here. That's a bit interesting. I don't think I've seen that happen before. Didn't I say like, hey, I feel like something's gonna happen that's gonna make it so I can't screw around with my text to speech. I thought it was gonna be the text to speech. No, it's just chat not showing up. It's really throwing a curveball there. I appreciate changing things up. I appreciate the variety. You know, keeping things interesting. You can never let them know your next move and all that. So, comic. Should I? No, seriously. How do I? If I minimize this and then like maximize it, that didn't do anything. That did not do anything. That did not do anything. If I find my own stream and I go into my own chat, can I find my own chat? Like, I think the thing is it doesn't let you even like look at your own video for like 10 minutes or something. No, okay, I'm here. Okay, I'm here. How would I actually find it? There we go. But it's gonna play the audio. I don't want it to play the audio. That'll be awful. I don't want to actually hear myself. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna try this. She sploogie on. No, I can't say that. I cannot say that. I really want to say it, but I can't say it. Testing. Did I spell testing wrong in the second one? No, I didn't. Testing. I spelled it right the second time. There's a red squiggly under it. What's your problem with that? I didn't spell it wrong. I spelled it right. Why are you wrong? Why are you upset? Delete repeated word. That's not a misspell. Just because I wrote it twice, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Testing. Funny chat. TTS. LMAO. XD. LO. Why did it change it to an emoji? I do not want you to do that. I don't want you to change it into an emoji. Don't do that. You're ruining it. It's supposed to be XD. It's not supposed to be like a yellow face. It's supposed to be XD. That's blasphemy. You can't do that. LOL. ROFLMAO. Swag. Epic. Let's see if this works. Please work. Please work. Is it working? It's not working. It's not working. Why isn't it working? Hold on. Why isn't it working? But why isn't it working? Click to unmute. Wait, hold on. Maybe it's because I'm not listening to my own stream. And it's playing through the stream. That would make sense. If I unmute it, testing part 2, please work this time. Son of a bitch. God damn it. I knew it! I knew it! It was too good to be true. Okay, now is it gonna work? I clicked on it. I did something. Now is it gonna work? Okay, you know if I just do this. Baba Booey XD. Okay, now I think it's not connected to my YouTube. I think that's why. It's not connected to my YouTube. I had to re-agree to the terms of service and reconnect my YouTube account. That is so annoying. Why do I have to do that? Okay, there we go. Now it should be working. Now it should be working. Okay, now it should be. Okay, I still don't have access to my chat. Never mind. I have to go back to YouTube and find my stream again. Never mind. Never mind. I thought things were pretty easy and OBS was going to be working with me, but for some reason I've never had that happen before, by the way. I've never had that happen. That has never happened to me before. Okay, now I can like mute it, right? And it'll still play. Testing part 3. It's just testing part 3. Now it's gonna work. Do I have to redo the settings for that every single time? That is so annoying. I changed it. So instead of saying said, it just says message. Now it should be working again. Work. It is working. Hooray. We got it. I think we got it. There we go. Got it. Got it. We got it. We got it working. Okay. That's all I needed. That's all I needed to work on. I just need to make sure that was working. It's the only thing I really care about. I just need to make sure that that's working. That's all I care about. No, I can't see chat, but who cares? If it's gonna read chat, I don't need to see it, right? It's logical, right? I still don't know why it's not showing up though. You'd think it would show up. You'd think chat would be here. Maybe, oh, refresh chat. Okay, there it is. No, it disappeared again. There it is. Okay, it's back. But is it gonna stay back? Okay, it's still there. We're still good. No worries at the moment. What? Why is this thing so big? Procreate pencil. Oh, because I was working on the thumbnail. Okay. So, oh god, this no, not that. Needs to be smaller, a lot smaller. Wait, is that the same size? Okay, no, it needs to be. Maybe it does need to be that size because it's like angled differently or something. I don't know anything about drawing scenery or drawing people or anything. So, okay, here's one thing I kind of decided. One thing I decided is I do not need this arm right here. This looks unnecessary. I don't even know if you'd see it from the angle that he's standing at. Or you know what I mean. Maybe I would though. It just needs to be like that. Does that look better? Play doesn't look worse at least. It might look worse. It might look worse. It might look worse. So, oh god, no. That's not what I... Okay, uniform, freeform, but not distort. Like that. Something along those lines. The line art sucks, but I can fix that later. I think one thing I also want to do is if I can get the speech. Oh, also zombie noises in the background. Because we had hell noises last time. We have zombie noises this time. It's probably like really quiet, but I did that on purpose because apparently these guys are known to. Well, apparently like the person who owns this channel himself. His name is like, it's like unsettling ambiance or something. I could very easily check this. It's twisted ambiance. Like twisted ambiance. he apparently doesn't like go after any. Like, if you use this stuff, it's fine. Like he's fine with any of that stuff. But apparently he like the people he paid to like make some of the background sounds might copyright strike. So it's like a use at your own risk kind of situation. And I don't really care that much, so I'm going to go with it because I think this is really funny. This is one of those things where it's like probably really useful if you're like playing. I don't know if this would be really useful for like Dungeons and Dragons because I feel like this is like Shadowrun music. So like something you play on like a more like a like modern type of like TTRPG. Like if you're like with your friends playing a like tabletop game or like a pen and like maybe like Fallout like pen and paper or something like that. And like you're in like a place with like ghouls or something like that. You'd want like some music like this. That's what this music exists for. But I'm using it for this because I think it's funny. So now that I know where the speech bubble is, I know what parts of the wall I can what parts of the scenery I can actually do stuff with. Because before I put that there, I'd be like, oh, if I draw something here, is there going to be a speech bubble in the way? Am I going to be getting in the way of the speech bubble? But now I know where it is, so I know where I can actually draw stuff. I don't know what I'm going to draw, though. Also, this thing looks... This thing here looks like it's not there. It's not angled properly. You can tell it doesn't exist on this table. You can tell it's a drawing of something on here. Maybe I should distort this. Would it be like bigger on the bottom or smaller and going? I think it'd be smaller going up, but I don't want it to be like that drastic. It still doesn't look like it's there. There's still some like three-dimensional aspect to this drawing that's still missing. There's still something it needs to really look like it's sitting on this desk. Now, I'm not too sure what it is, honestly. Because if I knew, I wouldn't be asking about it. I would have just fixed it. Maybe it's like I actually don't know. Maybe I think it's angled slightly incorrectly for one thing. Like it should be a little more let's see. It should be a little more this way. That looks better maybe? I think it looks a little bit better. There's still something about it that's not right. I think it's this part. Like something about that doesn't properly convey like where the bottom where it is on like drawn on here doesn't make sense given where it should be on an actual bottle like this. I think we could just stick with that for now. But then what else do I put on the desk? What else is like I could just put like vials here, but I want goofy science stuff. I don't just want like regular like laboratory equipment. I want like quirky stuff. I want goofy stuff. I want silly stuff. So I don't know what that would entail though exactly, because just silly stuff is kind of a vague prompt for what to put on a desk. It's not like, oh, I want to put chemistry equipment on here. It's like it has to be goofy chemistry equipment. It's like I don't know what that means. I'm the person asking for those ideas, well, to myself, but still, I don't know what it means. It's like, yeah, put some goofy stuff on there, and I don't know. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. It's like I don't think I think I've commissioned art like once, but I feel like I'd be terrible at it because I'd just be like, yeah, can you make it like funnier? Can you make it like more quirky? It's like, how so? I don't know. Just figure it out. You can figure it out, right? It's probably what I'd be like. I assume artists don't like that. Just a guess. Just a guess off the top of my head. I assume they wouldn't like that. I'm guessing that people would not appreciate it if you're like, I don't know. You can just figure it out. I'm assuming artists do not like it when people do that. Maybe, hold on. Maybe if I do like that, It kind of... I guess that works. Seems to work fine. What else do I put here? Do I ask her? I think I'm going to ask a robot. I'm going to go back to what I did last time and ask Novel AI for for ideas for what to put here. But then again, last time I asked it, it would just say like severed body parts. It was just all severed body parts. Maybe I shouldn't say evil scientist. Maybe I should say like funny scientist. Funny scientist. Game rant, best female anime characters with brown hair. Imagine being the person to write that article. Imagine having so little to do that you write an article about best female anime characters with brown hair. But the sadder thing would be being the person who clicks on that article. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to even do that for the bit. I'm not doing that. Who died? Cindy Morgan, star of Tron and Caddyshack, dies at 69. I don't want to be rude, but of all the ages to die at, that's the one. That's the one you want to strive for. Good for her. Novel. I spelled novel wrong. Novel AI. I'm going to ask the... Actually, should I do character AI? That could be fun. Let's do character AI. Character AI. Did you mean character? That's what I said. That's literally what I said. That's exactly what I typed out. Oh no, I forgot the H. Never mind. Forgot the H in character. Characters may mistakenly be offensive. Please rate these messages with 1 star. No thank you. If they say something like really fucked up, I'm giving them 5 stars. I want you to understand that. The more fucked up, the better, honestly. They say something wildly offensive, it's probably gonna be, especially if you're talking like, why are they all Overwatch characters? What the fuck? I talked to like 90%. I have like 90% VTubers that I chat with. I think I have like one Overwatch. And suddenly, all the recommended are just Overwatch characters. I think I know what I'm gonna ask. Wait, I think she was already. Hold on, let me scroll down a little bit. Scroll down a little bit. Okay, I've never chatted to this bot. Never mind. Thought I did. Shape your... shut up. I'm not creating a persona. Shut up. Okay, there we go. We're going to talk to Koyori. What quirky things would be on a cartoon scientist... how do you spell scientist... desk? Koyori, please tell me. On my desk, there would be a bunch of science experiments with a bunch of exploding vials and broken beakers. There would be a little blackboard where I could write down my notes on new scientific theories I've discovered and a tiny whiteboard with a bunch of scribbles on it. It would be very chaotic, and that is perfect for me. I don't know about exploding vials. I don't want just glass shards like flying around my lab. But the whiteboard is a good idea. The blackboard, whiteboard, whatever is a good idea. That's you could put funny stuff on a blackboard. That's actually a good. I could put it on like the wall over here. That's actually, thank you, Koyori. That's a good idea. I shouldn't have it too high though. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like one of those midgets that Stephen Hawking was coming over. Part of me kind of hopes that story. You know, everyone's heard that story by now, right? Everyone has heard that story by now, right? Everyone's heard it. That Stephen Hawking was on the Epstein Island, and he was he apparently requested for naked midgets to try to solve complex math problems on whiteboards that were too tall for them to reach. And he apparently got off to that or something. Everyone must have heard about that by now, right? There's no. I'm not spoiling anything. that's not a spoiler, right? I can't have it too high because Stephen Hawking would come down from Well, I guess if he was on the Epstein Island, he's probably in hell right now. But he'd probably like come up from hell or whatever and be like, "Oh yeah, I have a boner." So I think I mean I'm pretty sure I'm a short bird. I'm like a few feet tall. I mean I was a human. I was a pretty tall human, but a pretty short bird. I think I would count as short enough for Stephen Hawking to get his rocks off. So I don't want that to happen. Speaking of spoilers and VTubers, though, one thing I noticed that I think is kind of hilarious is I don't think English VTubers do this that much. I don't think I ever see English VTubers do this, but I see Japanese VTubers do this all the time, and it's weird. They will on any sort whenever they stream something that has any kind of story, they will all wait. Hold on, actually, let me check something. Okay, I think I have it. I'm pretty sure I have it set up so everyone has permission for the chatting thing. I just want to make sure though. Filters or something. General voice. Same as preferred voice. Wait. Voices to pronounce your name. Voice to pronounce users' names. I don't really. Okay. Chat. Events. User group. Whitelist. Normal users on Twitch. I want everyone to be able to use this. I don't want people to be like I want to hear, because that way if someone chats and I don't hear it, like what's the point? What realistically, what would the point be of only my chats being audible? I don't get that. Why would I want that? That sounds dumb. Anyway, so something that Japanese VTubers will do that I've noticed is they will, on any sort of stream of any sort of game that has some sort of plot in it, they will put netabare ari. Netabare. Now I'm forgetting. It's like netabare. I think it's netabare ari, which means like there are spoilers. Because netabare means spoilers. I actually not, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember if it's netabare or netabari, but it's one of those. And it means spoiler. So an ari is short for arimasu, which means, you know, there is. So it means there are spoilers. So it's pretty much saying spoiler warning. And they will put that in the title of every single stream. Like Dragon Quest 4 Part 17, title Netabare Ari Dorakue 4, and then like whatever the title is. Which is, I don't understand it. Because, not because of what kind of person would click on the stream for a story-based game and not expect there to be any story spoilers in there? How many are there really that many people out there who are dumb enough to click on a game that is entirely story based and not expect there to be any story elements in there? Like none of the story is shown for it? To a point where like that has to be common enough to a point where every single person has to put that in the title to make sure that does not happen. Like, because like if they don't put it in the title for every single stream, someone's gonna be like, "Oh boy, Dragon Quest! I'm hoping to click on this," and they're like just gonna I hope they're just gonna block the screen and mute everything every time a cutscene comes on, or anytime the characters mention anything even vaguely resembling a plot. Like, I don't think that's a thing people do. I don't think there's a thing enough people to do to assume that that's what everyone's going to do to a point where you have to put it in every single title. It's weird. I don't get it. It's so weird. But the mental image of people doing that is hilarious to me. People being like, "Oh boy, Metal Gear Solid, I sure hope this stream doesn't include plot points to the video game Metal Gear Solid. Oh no, that's a cutscene." Like, what do you expect? What do you think's gonna happen? Why do you need to be told this? You shouldn't need to have someone tell you this. I don't get it. Okay, what do I put on here though? That's the question. What do I put on the funny billboard or whiteboard? What do I put on the funny whiteboard? Like I'm thinking the idea. I have like a vague idea. I'm thinking something along the lines of like problem and then solution written on it. Like some type of problem and then some type of solution written down on there. And the problem is something like robots malfunctioning or, you know, like good guys keep thwarting my plans. And the solution is just the most like bare bones, obvious, but like oversimplified answer you could possibly imagine. Like, good guys keep thwarting my plans. Solution, win this time. Something along those lines. But I feel like maybe like problem, I keep losing, solution that, you know what, I think the problem with that is that sounds too motivational. That actually just sounds like something you'd see on like some Andrew Tate motherfucker types like Twitter account. Like, problem, I keep losing, solution, win this time. Also, subscribe to my membership where we can share our real red pilled ideology, bro. We're gonna really fight the system. We're gonna break out of the matrix. Pay me $100 per month and I'll really show you how to stand up for yourself. Like one of those type of guys. I don't know if I want that. I don't know if that's really my, it's not really my branding. So I'm not going to go with that. I mean, what about the robot one? Like robots breaking down, solution. So I got it. Like problem, robots keep breaking down. Solution, tell them to stop doing that. I like that. I like that a lot. Actually, I actually like that. But I'll put it on a different layer in case I change my mind. Should I have this like a different type of... Maybe I should make this look like a marker. But I feel like this would be way too hard to... Oh my god! What the... Ugh! Doesn't really look much different. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use the regular one. It's not really... The difference isn't really noticeable enough for me to think that I really need it. It just looks bigger and worse. And harder to control. Robots keep malfunctioning. Solution. Tell them to stop doing that. Then I should have like a marker here, because otherwise no one's gonna know it's a whiteboard. Like I think it's like a painting, which would be really weird. But that's not what I'm going for. That would just be like bizarre, and I want it to be like at least comprehensible. I don't think I've... That does not look like a marker. What the hell? That's not a marker. What is that? No, that's on... I forgot about that. I changed layers. God. You know what? It's fine. That wasn't good anyways. I was going to have to redraw that anyways. So I said I'd save myself some time or something. I'm on eraser. And then... Calm down, zombies. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're angry right now. They kind of hissed. What would drive a zombie to hiss? Like why are they? I think there's got to be some questions about like like logically speaking, what kind of sounds would a zombie make, if any? Like, what's the benefit of a zombie hissing? What does it do for you? Like, what's the point in them doing that? I feel like the obvious answer. This looks like something inappropriate. I don't even know what it looks like, but I feel like there's something inappropriate that this looks like, and I don't want to get that impression. You know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. If anyone thinks this is anything inappropriate, that's on them. It's on them. You know, maybe it's be like, what does a marker look like? What does a marker look like? Marker. It looks kind of like this. It's close enough. It looks kind of like this. Yeah, it's something like this. I think I should make it so it's a different layer of, like, a different shade of black. So I can actually kind of color in the cap without getting rid of the amount of detail to let you know that, like, it has a flat top right here. Now it's, like, out of shape, too. I feel like the only explanation I could think of for why zombies would make sounds, and they do this sometimes in, like, media, where like the zombies are like display like hunting behavior, and if they spot like prey, they'll be like, they'll like make noises to call the other ones. Other times they're just kind of like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? What's the point? I guess it's because you like that way people know they're zombies. But would it be creepier if the zombies didn't make any noise, like, at all? They were just completely silent, all of them. That might be more interesting. You just see like one thing, like, personal preference. I'm one of the people who prefers like more corpse-like zombies over infected type zombies. It depends. If you're gonna go for infected like type things, I think you should. There's a distinction. I think there's like, people don't understand that there's a distinction between infected and zombies. Like, infected are not really undead per se. They're just like people that turn into monsters. Like, it's usually like a virus or something. That's like what like an infected is something like usually infected would be what's a good example of this? I would say Mutants, that one like French movie, because in that one they don't really die. I don't think they die, but they like mutate. Like, they have like sharp teeth and like pitch black eyes and what are they, like 4 nostrils or something. So they're just mutants pretty much. It's just a virus turns them into monsters. They're not undead really. They got bitten, they got infected, they got transformed into something else. They behave like zombies in terms of bite, infect, transform kind of thing, and like eat people, but they're not like corpses. They're just like, they just have their brain taken over by like some type of like virus or parasite or fungus. Like, I don't know if I'd consider clickers to be zombies. I think I'd mostly just consider them to be infected. Because, I mean, I guess they are more corpse-like, but still, they're not like undead per chance. Like they kind of are. They're like but they're like more just like fungus puppets. Like undead, like you think of zombie, you think of like something that can be like a total skeleton and still be coming at you, or usually there's some type of black magic behind it. Like, I would say the like Dawn of the Dead zombies are zombies because they're corpses and they rot. If they rot, I guess like the infected could theoretically rot too, but if they are like strictly undead, like walkers or Night of the Living Dead zombies, or I guess Return of the Living Dead counts too. But if they're that type, I would count them as zombies. But even then, if we're really talking about it, those are already more like ghouls than zombies, because zombies are like like an African or like voodoo myth where you like steal someone's soul and they become your slave. When in reality, it was like you'd give them some type of nightshade, or it was like, I think it was some type of nightshade, which is like some like relative of like a potato, and it would just cause like a dissociation and like hallucinations and stuff like that. And it would feed these to people, and it would just put them in a trance state, and it would just make them do slave work, and that was considered a zombie. It was like someone who I think maybe it like they like fell asleep first and they would wake up and like, oh yeah, they're undead, they're my slave, that's my zombie. But a ghoul is what most people would consider to be a zombie nowadays, where it's some type of undead creature that eats human flesh. They have a constant hunger for human flesh. If they bite you, you turn into a ghoul yourself, kind of thing. So really, zombie isn't really the right word for it, I'd say. I'd say they're ghouls, but I mean, in terms of colloquial, like, it's gotten so mixed up that they're kind of their own thing now. So I would say, I'd say zombies are like walking corpses. Infected are humans that got some type of virus or parasite that turns them into a monster. And usually, like, infected are faster and they have various mutations. Like the super fast ones are like, and they just like dies with like slightly yellow skin and like bloodshot eyes, and then like, and like dead sprinting at people. Well, like a zombie is like there's a bunch of them and they're really slow, kind of thing. Because I think that even like some stories acknowledge the difference, but they always use the same. Like they're always used interchangeably of infected zombie, infected zombie. It's just like, oh, I just want to. I think like infected nowadays are a lot more popular than zombies. Because maybe it's because you need a lot less. There's a lot more. It's a lot more. Like, infected are more believable than zombies. Because infected, you have to have. It's just virus takes people over. They turn into monsters. That's it. Sometimes like they die, but then like the virus takes over their brain, and they're like puppets from a virus. But zombies are kind of inherently magical in nature. Like, for example, the Dawn of the Dead zombies, like I'm pretty sure the lore for those is like hell is full, so all the dead are forced to live on Earth, kind of thing. So if you do die, you're just stuck on Earth as a zombie. Because like like hell is full, all the dead are coming back to Earth, and something's wrong about them, kind of thing. I don't know why they would turn them into like flesh eaters, but it's more magic in nature. And I feel at least maybe like especially Western movies outside of demons don't necessarily like including magic in their stuff. If that makes sense. And maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't really sound true now that I think about it. But I feel like a lot of like Western, like when it comes to like Eastern horror movies, there's like a lot more ghosts. A lot more of those movies end up being ghosts or something like that. Something like mythological stuff. But in American stuff, it's usually, I think it's because slashers got so big. And slashers usually have a supernatural element to them. Like, I should be drawing right now. Hold on, let me ask, let me like redo that. I want to get some more ideas from Koyori. A cartoon scientist's desk would contain all kinds of crazy and wacky things. It'd be bottles and bottles with random liquids, a skeleton used for anatomy lessons, a beaker full with colorful chemicals, a big book with notes and drawings, and maybe even a small pet. Whatever you could think of for a genius, they probably have. But, like, what's something really funny that a scientist would have on their desk, like as a visual gag? Koyori, please help me. Something that is totally illogical and wouldn't make any sense based on reality. For example, you have a bunch of test tubes filled with colorful liquid, but one of them is filled with something unexpected like candy or popcorn. It throws the viewer off and makes them wonder why it would be in such a serious setting. I don't know how I feel about that. feel like that's, I don't know how you draw popcorn in a candy vial, and like in a, not candy vial, in a vial. They're small. How do you fit popcorn in there? It would be really hard to tell there's popcorn in that thing, because there'd just be like one kernel stacked on top, especially black and white. And if it's like not that detailed, like this drawing is going to be, there's no way you'd know. Another idea. Give me another idea, Corey. A big red button with a sign next to it that says "Do not press," but then they press it anyways to see what happens. Or maybe they have a pet that is so smart and talented is actually one doing the research. That's some sort of crazy gadgets and gizmos, across new inventions. I like the big red button, but I feel like if you're gonna put a big red button that says "Do not press," that's like a Chekhov's gun. You can't just put that in there and then have no payoff for it. Like there's no payoff for it. It just seems like like people look at it and think, where does this come in? Where is it? They included the giant red button for if it says "Do not press," giant button. There must be something that's going to happen with it. If there's nothing there, no one's going to understand the comic, because they're going to be like, well, where's the button fit? It's like, well, there's the button doesn't do anything, but you put it there. It's like, yeah, it doesn't do anything. Why did you put it there? I thought it'd be funny. It's confusing. So that's exactly what would happen. I know, because if I saw a comic like that, that's how I would respond. I would be like, what's the button there for? I don't get it. What do you mean there's no reason for the button there? You're confusing me. You're trying to hurt my brain. What the hell happened there? What are you doing? Don't do that. Don't ever do that to me. Don't you ever do that to me. I don't know about the pet. I don't want a pet doing stuff for me. I don't want to draw myself being inferior intellectually to anything else. I don't want to draw that. It's not going to happen. A funny visual gag, maybe a pile of papers on the scientist's desk that are filled with math equations. The joke being the scientist is too busy doing their research that they don't have to clean up their mess, or maybe a "Do not press" button. Here's my, okay, maybe. No, I was going to say maybe the joke would be like the implication of because I was going to say, I remember from last time, this is going to be a 2-part comic. First one implies that that I'm going to stick a fork in an outlet, and it just cuts off the cliffhanger there. Second one is like, oh no, something bad happened to the boss. And it's like, what happened? And like a piano fell on him. So it's like a subverting expectations, man. Like JJ, oh, it's Ryan Johnson. Like what Ryan Johnson did with Star Wars. But and so the implication would be that the big red button caused the piano to fall. Like somehow the button was pressed and then the piano fell. But then again, the question would be, how would I get all the way over there to all the way over here to press a button? Like, because it's on the other side of the room. Like, there's this side and there's this side. There's just, there's 2 sides. Like, oh God. What? Oh, it's white. Okay, never mind. Like, here's where I am. Here's where the shelf is. Here's where the desk is. Whiteboard. Button. Let's say the button's like right here. Let's go over here, grab the thing, come back over here, and press the button, and then the piano falls on me. It doesn't make any sense. Well, I guess I'd be going, like, the outlet's here, so I guess I'd probably be going over here anyways. But I don't know why I would do that. It doesn't make any sense. There's some implication there. I think that could work. But I don't think it's a great idea. But I think the fact that, you know what, I'm not going for greatness. When have I ever done anything that's great? We're going to go for mediocre. We're going to go for barely coherent. Barely coherent is good enough for me. You know, I'm going to say it. Barely coherent works. What's this thing? Where'd this come from? Okay, it's on this layer. Okay, good. So, where would the button be? Where would the button be is the question. Why is there so much? Is there something over here? What's on this layer that makes it so big? Like, it shows that it takes up a lot of the space, but I don't see what would be there. Turn the background color back. I don't like it being like that. It makes me uncomfortable. So, actually, you know what would be really fun? Let me check something real quick. Google Science Lab ambience. Ooh! Wait, 1 hour. Mad Science Lab ambiance, 1 hour. Evil laugh sounds, Halloween sounds. I think we're gonna go with the. I don't know. It's probably all copyright. Probably all copyright. Copyright free. Free lab sound effects download. 28. I'm not using a background sound that's 28 seconds long. Room tone. That one's like 15 minutes. What even is that? Let me play that. Let me check that one YouTube to see if they're copyright free. Wait, what was that one? Science Lab Sci-Fi Ambiance 2 hours. Let me just check their channel. Don't play the ad. For your download audio, I can just download it. Welcome to the lab. No, stop it. Immersion is top priority, whether they're letting you write a book. Email, contact. They have a Patreon. I'd assume they wouldn't want their stuff to be used free if they have a Patreon. But they have a download too. You'd think if they have a download, they're fine with it, but I don't want to really risk it, if that makes sense. Because that'd be pretty neat to have like just lab noises in the background. But I don't want to like just steal someone's content they don't want it used, even if I'm having like really quiet. Where even was it? I don't even see it on here. Space station, prison cell, frozen planet, water planet, space battle, space train, spaceship lounge, science lab, sci-fi ambiance 2 hours. That's the one. I think I'm going to like, I don't know, maybe let's just click on it and then we're gonna like mute it right away. Maybe I should just pause it right away. Pause. Check the description and see if it's like support this channel, create ambiance, all rights reserved. Okay, there we go. Copyright. Okay, now I'm not. Okay, there we go. There we go. Good thing I checked. Good thing I checked. But I'm pretty sure this doesn't have copyright. It could. It could actually have copyright. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. Video is free for any purpose. We do not need permission to create something awesome. Okay, never mind. We're good. But what did they have a science one? That'd be pretty neat if Twisted Ambiance had a science video. Not science, you know what I mean? Like a more sciencey setting. Hospital ambiance. That could work. I like that. It's a good one. I should subscribe to this guy. They make good stuff. Like, unironically. Working at SCP Foundation, ambiance extended 10 hours. It's a lot of work. It's got to be a lot of work. I wonder what that would even sound like. Okay, now I'm going to check if this is copywritten too. Just want to make sure. I don't want to actually use someone's material. Week. I don't know. It doesn't say. Air conditioner sound effect. Virtual air conditioner 1 hour. Okay, free to use for any purpose. Okay, we're good. Okay, it works. Good with that. I'm good with that. Who's stepping, though? I'm going to quiet it down a little bit, though. What was the other one that was there? Like hospital ambiance? You know, this is fine. This is fine. We're gonna work with this. We're gonna stick with this. So what was I gonna put on here again? Also, I got myself a red stripe because the Jamaicans make like the best beer, and the Jamaicans make some good beer. Thank you, Jamaica. Also, I've had some Jamaican hot sauce before. Really good. It had like it was like some of I don't remember it was like some type of something hat pepper. I don't remember what it was. It was so good though. Got it from like a county fair. It was funny. It was a county fair, and it said it was like the guy had a shirt that said like "kill all pedophiles" or something. So that's why that's like, oh yeah, that's sure, take my money. So what was I gonna put here again? Oh yeah, a button. But where? So I could put it on the wall, but I don't want to just keep putting stuff on the walls. I want something on the desk. I need stuff to put on the desk. I could just try to go for it and just try to draw something here. Dang it. But it's too close to the beaker is my problem. No, I could just move the beaker. That'd be very easy. And this, like, why would a button be here is my question. Why would a button be right there? It doesn't make any sense. Why would it be set up right there? If you have a button, it's going to be somewhere, like, in the center of something. You wouldn't just put a button on the side of a desk. It doesn't make any sense. You put it on the wall or in the middle of a console or on a thing with several other buttons that are, like, aligned in some way. You don't just have a button on the like the side counter of a desk. It doesn't work. I don't think I'm going to do that. I like the idea. I just don't have a good place to put it. It's not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for desk items. How would I put a cardboard cutout of myself on a desk if it's supposed to be life-size? What are you trying to imply? Visual gag, I guess it depends on the scientist's sense of humor. Probably a tiny toy version of themselves. No, cute and... Why are you saying cute and funny? Why that specific phrasing? What are you implying? Having their desk is a little model themselves doing... I'm not doing that! Stop suggesting that. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to have a small figurine of myself. Something that's obviously not scientific, like a giant rubber duck or a rubber chicken. Something like a collection of toenail clippings. Ugh! Or a jar of dirt. Really? Anything that seems out of... I need some stuff that's in place, though, I guess. But I guess that's obvious stuff. I guess the idea is put some in place stuff like vials and then just put a jar of dirt on there. So like, okay, let me find like a test tube, like a rack of test tubes. Like a good reference for that. Rack of test tubes. I've seen plenty of these. I know what they look like. I just need a visualization of it. I've worked with so many test tube racks. So many test tubes. Most of them plastic. The VOA ones are the ones that are usually glass. I don't really use, like, most of the ones you really use, even like we were working with acid, because like acid, you work with a lot of acid in science, a lot of acid. At least the stuff that I worked on. And you're not going to use glass for acid. At least I don't think you did. I'm pretty sure you don't. I know you use plastic for it, right? I don't actually know. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to use plastic because plastic like holds pretty well. Does this sound really? I don't know. I'm like 90%. Okay, I'm sure plastic is good for it. Now I'm just not sure. Is glass also bad for it? I'm going to look now. I've had this one stream saved up here. That's it's from like a Joffrey's cat from Kimono V, I don't know why. I just have it up there because it's there's such a nice stream. I don't want to lose it. I just have it. It's just been there for months. What was I gonna look up? Oh yeah, acid in glass, why acid glass. Sure. How come acid doesn't eat through glass like it does everything else? Glass is made of two things, silicon and oxygen. To dissolve it, you need to be able to separate these two things apart. Think of these as husband and wife. Their bond is quite strong and is quite a stable relationship. Then comes the homewrecker. I love this guy is great. I love this guy already. His name is KevX3. He's a Reddit user. I already like him. Already a fan. Other couples are attracted to these ions more than their husband/wife. Therefore, they dissolve. The bond in glass is too strong for most acids to break, except hydrofluoric acid. They're the Keanu Reeves of the acid. Okay, that's the point against you, buddy, but I'm still on your side. The acid world. Hot. Edit, after a long, hard think, I'm leaving the typos in. Edit 2, thanks for all the awards, was not expecting that. 11,000 upvotes. Yeah, hydrofluoric acid is no joke. That shit's scary. It's just, it's like hydrofluoric acid is like what like every single time you like a kid's cartoon where it's like, we have a vat of acid here and it'll eat you right to the bone, right? That's a hydrofluoric acid. That's unironically just what it does. It will just destroy you. It will kill you. It's just nightmare liquid. It's terrifying. I haven't ever used it. I've never been in contact with it, but I did work at a lab where we had it just in a cupboard, which is just hydrofluoric acid just in a cupboard. It was crazy. Just like, oh yeah, there's like just the death chemical in there. I was like, that's concerning. It's a little spooky. Cause I remember I was told like horror stories about that stuff. As not like specific stories. I shouldn't say horror stories. Just I was told of how scary that stuff is by my dad as a kid, and I was like, it's spooky. There's like, doesn't it like it like seeks out calcium or something? I don't think it's specific. It must just be stuff that can ionize with, I'd assume. Because calcium is a metal, right? Or is it a salt? I think it's a salt. Yeah, salts are... Son of a bitch. God damn it. We're looking this up now. I need to remember everything. I worked chemistry for a while. How do I not know this? How do I not just have this on the top of my head? I'm pretty sure it's a salt. It's a metal. Okay, I was right the first time. Calcium's a metal. It's metals and salts, right? Let me just look this up. Ionic bonds are between metals and salts, right? Metals losing electrons and non-metals gaining electrons. And sodium is a non-metal. It's not a metal. It's not a metal. Wait, what? What do you mean it's a metal? But sodium chloride, that's it. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Sodium and chloride, or chlorine. Okay. Chlorine, non-metal. That doesn't seem right of it being a metal. Is chlorine non-metal? Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. I was right the second time. I'm losing it right now. I'm going goofy. Okay, now let me get back the images of the test tubes. I feel like a dumbass. Remember why, but I remember like in chemistry class, for some reason I really liked ionic bonds just because they're a lot easier to understand. They're just very nice and understandable. But I forgot everything about them somehow. I just forgot everything about them. I was like, oh, I love ionic bonds. They're so easy to understand. What were they about again? What's the fundamental aspect of them? Like, what? Can you describe the most basic fundamental concepts of them? I forgot. I should just look up all this stuff and just relearn it. I think that's one of the things about working in like chemistry jobs is sometimes you forget the basics. You just get so used to like just running the tests, so you don't really think about what any of it is. You just forget about it. Because I remember like in chemistry class, like you need to know. I mean, to be fair, I was working a fairly basic chemistry job. I wasn't like like one of the lead scientists anywhere, but like you'd be surprised like, in chemistry class, like, oh, you need to remember all the different like layers of each different like electron layer. Like, oh, it's like a one, like this layer holds this many electrons, this layer holds this many electrons, this layer holds this many. The max for this is this, to know like, oh, at this area is this part of the periodic table, so it has this many electrons on this layer, so it needs this many to reach a stable level, like a noble gas type level. So it would bond with this, and this, and it would, bond this way with that type of stuff. Is this type of component, so it would bond this way. You don't really, you kind of forget that stuff, even if you're working in that field, which is kind of funny. You'd think you'd memorize it more, not forget it. So test tube rack. This is gonna be like a pain in the ass for me to draw. Oh, that's so bad. Oh my god. So it's gonna be like a one layer thing, like a one stack thing. Nothing too fancy. Test tubes. And so there's gonna be like two on this side, two like sticky thingies. I'm just praying. I'm just going for it, and I'm praying that this is in the proper perspective for where it's supposed to be in relation to this desk. It looks fine enough. Oh my god, what are you doing? Don't do that. Stop it. Stop doing that. I don't like it. It scares me when you do that. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me hurt. Makes you feel like you don't like it puts me on edge when I don't know what your next move is going to be, man. Makes me feel. Oh, also, I forgot to mention this. I threw together a little animated guy. It's a sideshow bot right there. It took me am I not moving? I think it's because I keep looking down to look at my iPad. I'm not used. I just have it on my lap, so I just look down at it. It took me it didn't really take that long to make this. It was actually pretty. I just threw this together pretty quickly, but I like how it turned out. So a lot of it was just move things slightly, and like for the arms, it was just bend the arms or like flip them, or like bend or like and mirroring them, and then just copying it to the other side, and then just mirroring it vertically. So just have them bend up to the center, and then just flip and reverse that, so it's instead of so they go back up to the initial position, but they're inverted, so it looks like they're up, and then just repeat it backwards, so it's them going back down. And then also the little things like clocking together. I almost forgot the eyebrows. I'm glad I remembered them, because I feel like I would have been upset if I didn't remember those. And of course I have the little logo on the chest, because they usually don't have these. But I wanted to make sure that my face is on this. This guy's on stream. This guy's gonna be here, so he's got to be. I gotta make sure my face is on here so people know who owns this guy. Even though I'm also gonna be here, but I just gotta make sure. Just gotta make sure, man. was kind of sad. Oh my, stop it. What's the point of, what is the point of that? Why does it do that? I think one thing I need to do is I need to let me, okay, the tip got unscrewed slightly. I think it's kind of sad. Kanashigaru. It's like I like some like friends who are like studying Jap, and they say that like kanashigaru. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that outside of the chat. When I was like, what the hell are you saying? I don't know, apparently it's a common thing. I've never heard anyone say that. I've never heard anyone say kanashigaru. But it's not even like kanashigaru, it's kanashigaru. It's like garu. I'm sure it's short for ga-aru. Like there is sadness. But it's spelled weirdly. Maybe it's like an inside joke that I just haven't asked them about. So I just assumed like it's probably just Japanese. Like maybe like one classmate misspelled it, and it's like an inside joke. But because I didn't go to their college. I went to a different. I took Japanese in a different college. Yeah, one thing that's kind of sad is like I follow a lot of VTubers. I follow a lot of VTubers. The sad thing is, like, you follow so many of them, and you would think that if you follow so many VTubers, you would just have streams popping up at like any moment. And so to some extent, it kind of is like that. Like every moment, you're like there's some stream going on. But it feels like a lot of times they either happen while I'm asleep, or they happen in the morning while I'm busy, because I'm usually busy in the morning, especially like during work days. Because usually during the morning, on weekends I'm either asleep or trying to get breakfast ready and like, you know, taking care of the dog and all that. Or on weekdays where I'm either like getting breakfast, getting ready for work, driving to work, or I'm at work. So I don't really have time to watch a YouTube stream. Or if I am going to watch it, it's just going to be like background noise and I'm barely going to be paying attention to it. And that's especially hard if it's in Japanese, because yeah, like as someone who like understands very little Japanese, I had to be like fully focused and like taking notes and stuff to really understand what's going on. But a lot of them seem to take place either during the morning, where I'm like either busy or asleep, or at night, where like a lot of them seem to take place at like 9. Like I have like tonight, like last night, I had something where it was like 4 streamers I watched were live at the same time. Like, I just can't watch everyone. I can't do this. This is too many people. What am I going to do? Maybe if you have like 2 on at the same time, you're not really paying attention to them. There's always like going to be one stream you're really watching, and then the other ones are just kind of on. You can't really watch 2 streams at once. The only way you can watch 2 streams at once is if they're both playing the same game. Like if it's like 2 people playing Lethal Company, and you're just kind of like swapping, like looking between like, oh, this is where like this person is, this is where this person is. Like keep looking from this stream to this stream so I can keep track of like what's going on in these between these two, like all these people. But you're not really watching them at the same time. Like you're watching them, but you know what I mean. It's pretty. If they're all doing like different things, it's you can't keep track of it. You know, there's only so much you can focus on. Put like corks on these things. You shouldn't just have acids. I was assuming these are acids. You shouldn't just have whatever chemicals these are just sitting out, getting out in the air. It's really bad. Shouldn't do that. Cork all of them. I don't like these. I'm just gonna. They should have like rings around it, like kind of like lids. Kind of really sell at their vials. Like if you have like 4 streams going on, like one, you only have so many devices you can watch it on. Like you could just have a computer up and then just have like them open in different tabs. But even then, you're only like watching one at a time, and the other ones are just on to have them on. And I don't like doing that. But then if you have them on like multiple devices, like my phone and my computer, like I can only watch one of them. The other one's just gonna be there. And a lot of times, like multiple people, like streams I really want to watch will be on at the same time. And it's just like, well, shit, I gotta watch one of them. And then I'm not barely paying attention to what I am watching because there's also like 10% of my brain that's like thinking about the other thing, and I just don't watch anything. It's weird. Because also at nighttime, I like to just listen to ASMR and just chill. So sometimes I don't even want to watch a stream. I just want to like listen to ASMR and just relax. And I'll just have this stream. It'll just be on. I won't even be watching. It'll just be on. That's probably about good. I don't know. It doesn't look great. It doesn't look great, but it looks like a thing. But now what was the other thing? What did Koyori say? What did Koyori say? Rubber chicken. I think it'd be weird for me to have a rubber chicken. Like me, of all people, have a rubber chicken. There's like implications. There's implications for someone like me owning a rubber chicken. I don't know if I like those implications. I don't even know what they are, but I feel them. I feel the implications. They're like shapeless things on the corner of my vision. I don't know what they are, but they're there. I don't like them. Koyori, give me another prompt. Give me some more ideas. Something funny. How about a rubber? We already said we were over that. We were over that. We agreed. No rubber duck. The duck has. Oh my. She says the duck would have lab glass, like goggles and lab coat. I was gonna say a hard no, but that's a very compelling argument. That's a very but the people are gonna look at that and they're gonna think that's just his actual like an actual duck, because it's like everything's very simple in this already. They're gonna look at that and think, who's the duck? Where does the duck come into this? Like, no, it's a rubber duck. It's like, no, that's a real duck. That's your child. That's your son. Why is your son near the vials of acid? And be like, you know what? I don't like him. That's why I don't like him. That's why I keep him there. He's not even good at video games. You know? I was hoping to have a kid who'd be like real esports player. Not even good at them. He wants to be a science. He wants to be what was it called? He wants to be a business major. He wants to be a CEO. He doesn't want to play Overwatch all day. So that's why I'm hoping he'll trip over the acid. You don't make money in being a CEO. I don't even know what that means. What do I put here? I don't want the rubber duck. I don't want the rubber duck. Compelling argument, no rubber duck. A bottle labeled genius juice. I don't have enough bottles here. But I don't know. That's another compelling argument from Koyori. Genius juice. I don't know. That sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty good to me. There's also implications there. If I introduce genius juice to the universe, I have to deal with that. I have to just deal with the existence of genius juice now. Imagine people start giving a shit and they have to start asking questions. Like, hey, remember that one comic where included genius juice? What's up with that? And I'm like, oh, fuck. God damn it, genius. Oh, fuck. Remember that one comic would have been a lot easier. That probably would have been solved if they had genius juice. What happened to the genius juice? Like, it's going to be a plot hole. It's going to be a plot. Everyone's going to be like, oh, genius juice. Why didn't you use the genius juice? I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want a genius juice plot hole. It's going to be like the hold-up maneuver from Last Jedi. Every single situation, you're like, well, the genius juice would have been there and it would have saved the day. Why didn't they just use the genius juice at that point? The whole battle would have been a lot quicker if they used genius juice. It's gonna be like that. I'm not ready for that can of worms. It scares me. Maybe I could have a can of worms. I could just put a can of worms there. Like an actual can of worms. Because the little duckling, can of worms. Is that your son? That's a big question. Genius juice? Like, what's the implications of that? How powerful is the genius juice? Does it actually work? Why aren't you using it in all these situations? Can of worms. I'm just gonna put a literal can of worms there. Put a literal can of worms. It's gonna be genius. It's gonna be a good visual gag. You'll see. I can tell Kaori that. I'm gonna tell her. I decided that putting a literal can of worms on the desk would be a great idea. I came up with that, not you. I am very smart. Let's see how she reacts. Let's see how she reacts. Well, if it were me, I'd say that's a weird choice for a scientist. However, it could be a perfect example of gross out humor. She doesn't understand. She doesn't understand the subtle joke, the multi-layered joke of the can of worms. She thinks it's just like an actual just can of worms, flat out, just worms. She doesn't understand the true meaning and complexity behind this joke. It goes right over her head, even over her big ears. She doesn't understand it. I can't ask her for anything anymore. She's not really on my level, man. I thought she'd get it, man. Like my comedy, man. I thought she'd understand it, man. She let the rest. She doesn't get it. She don't get it, man. I walk a lonely road, the only road that I have ever known. Don't know where. Actually, I should not sing with that. It's gonna give me like copyright strike. Even that, it could be the worst singing in the world, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, that sounds too much like our song." It's like, no, it doesn't. It does not. Shut up. You know goddamn well that sounds nothing like Billy Joel. Billy Joel Armstrong. Different person. Completely different person. Completely different person. Right? Pretty sure. Pretty sure different people. Oh, something like that. Can of worms. Can of worms. Can. I don't like how that looks. It needs to be smaller. Can. Oh. Worms. You know, fuck it. They can figure it out. They can figure it out by themselves. They can't figure out this is a can of worms. It's on them. It's not my fault. They can't figure that out. To be fair, you need to have a really high IQ to understand this kind of humor. There we go. Can of worms right there. Should I put it on the floor? Like a pattern, maybe? I feel like there's something that needs to be right here. Maybe the button goes right there. Maybe the giant do not press this button goes right there. What would be funny? I know I said I would not talk to Kiora anymore because she wasn't on, but I'm gonna ask her again. Funny for said goofy scientist to have on their walls. Give me some ideas. All sorts of things. Photos of scientific experiments gone wrong. Okay, that's a good idea. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. It's simple. Or just pictures in general. I like that. I should have a picture that's just a picture of me that just says scientist of the forever. And it's just a picture of me. I just gave myself I elected myself like of my organization scientist of all time. Just the best. No one in my group is ever gonna be better than I am. It's just gonna be a picture of me just as best scientist ever. I feel like some of the placing for this is gonna seem weird just because everything is like purposely placed out of the way of the speech bubble. So it just seems artificial. Like there's just nothing here. But I feel like if we do good enough of a job on this, we can get the implication that there is stuff behind here. That there is more than just like what you're seeing here. That there is stuff behind the speech bubble. That the entire place is just full. It's lived in. There's a bunch of stuff going on. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Like a blue ribbon. This is the goddamn state fair. But where do I put I think the thing is there's too much text in this. Too much text going on here. The text is bothering me. You know what I should have? I should have like something plugged in here. Because why would I care about an outlet if there's nothing in there? Is my question. Because the entire premise of this is I am going on my way to fix a broken outlet. If the outlet is completely unused, there is no reason for me to care about the outlet not working. So I should either have something plugged in there or something that has a cord that is implied to have been plugged in there at some point but is currently like on the floor or something. Right now we're gonna work on this. Just give myself like a Chad chin. It's like Is it obvious what I'm doing here? Is it clear what I'm doing here, or is this like too subtle? Is this too subtle what I'm trying to do here? Give myself a 6-pack. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Totally unedited. Totally 100%. What the fuck? 100% unedited picture. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there I am. It's me. That's what I look like. That's totally me. It's unedited. It's unedited like picture of me. Actually, it's edited to make myself look slightly less buff than I really am. I'm like 10 times more buff than that in real life. This is like more what the fuck? Yeah, that's too much like a boob. We're sticking with that. I like it. I think we should probably work on some other stuff. It took me a second when I first like opened this to remember what the anti-Galena spray was. That was from that last stream where it was like something about like some witch shows up called like no, it's like I was like, oh, like what do I put here? And I was like, the heroes show up to the evil scientist lab and Galena the witch does something. I forgot what she did, but she did something. I'm like, I need a preventative measure. I need a way to stop Galena from fucking with my stuff. I gotta have anti-Galena spray. And also, it says something about a 3-headed statue of something. I don't know why he's there. He's like an amiibo or something. The boxes should be on. I should include the boxes. The actual thing that is the entire shelf is there for. The entire reason I'm including this like the entire reason this panel exists is to include the fact that the boxes are on this shelf. It's like the primary reason why this panel exists. So that would mean that I would need to include the boxes on the shelf because that's the entire reason why this panel is here. So I should get to that. I should make sure that looks good, or not good. It's not gonna look good. I should make sure this is at least present. It's not gonna get a passing grade, but it's not gonna get an absent. It's like really flubby. You know, you shouldn't even ask what flubby means. You should look at this and you should know. Like, yep, that's flubby. It's like it's one of those things where you just hear the word and you know what it means. You don't need a definition. You feel in your heart. It's one of those words. Something like that. It's a little wider in this one. I should make these like less wide maybe, or less long. Long might be the right word. Less long. Like 2 of these. I need 2 of these things. But I should also include I should make sure to include the forks before I go too far. But again, the forks are different. So I'm gonna include like you have to redraw it anyways. I should just fix this panel up. Just this actual panel. This one's like really bad. This is like the worst panel currently. That's saying a lot. The fact that like this is like there's a lot of bad panels here. Not really any good panels. So the burst one is like pretty high honor. Congratulations. Hopefully I'll take that honor away from you. I'll never have it again. It'll go to someone else because this panel in particular needs to be good because it's going to be in 2 different. Stop doing that. It's going to be reused. This panel is going to be 2 panels. It's going to be this one. It's going to be this one. It's going to be panels 3 and 4. So it needs to be the best panel because it's going to be half of the comic. If it's a bad panel and it's half of the comic sucks. Then I should have like a... And it goes like that over there, maybe. Over... Stop it. There. That? Like that? What the Did anyone hear that? The like that stock sound scream? It caught me so off guard. I was not expecting that. It didn't scare me. I was just like, whoa. It's the same thing I've seen like a friend at like Target. Just running into like, oh my god, who look at that, look who's here. Whoa. Funniest like scream sound effect there is. Funniest scream sound effect on the market right now. There might be a time in the future where there's like a funnier one. Not right now though. There's not one right now. I wonder if the guy who did that scream is still alive. I want to hear like there's like an interview of like what it was like in the recording booth. Just like, how do you feel about it? How does he feel hearing that everywhere? It must be weird. Like hearing yourself scream in like all these different projects. It must be really weird. You just imagine you're watching a YouTube video and then bam, your own voice shows up. It would be very surreal. So that's a little bit better. It's more clear what we're looking at here. It's not great. We still need to include the actual forks and device things, but it looks like they actually looks like boxes on a shelf now, which is good. It's a good start. Ugh. I still know how to draw the forks in the box. It's gonna be so annoying. It's like probably the hardest part of this entire comic is drawing forks in a box. Because you have to like consider the placement of each fork, every single one of them. Drawing one fork is already gonna be would be hard enough for me to draw one fork in perspective, but to draw like a dozen of them and then to do that like twice for 2 different boxes. Ugh. 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 Scary. Am I like dropping frames? I don't think I am. I don't think I'm dropping frames, which is good. Huge fan of not dropping frames. Okay, let me look up like a, what is it? Bing AI image generator. Just show me forks in a box. Want to see how image creator works? Select surprise me, and well, how does it create? How many points do I have? 315. What do I do with them? Can I redeem more like creations? Yeah, redeem. I clicked redeem. And it just takes me to a different page that asks me to redeem it. 315 out of 6,500 points. Okay, never mind. Cartoon box filled with forks. I swear to God, if this is also like, that's inappropriate. I can't show you a cartoon box with forks in it. Think of the children. Think of what they'll think when they see that. They'll be scared. That looks pretty good. It's pretty good. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? It's also like, I should make them less long. I should really do that because it's gonna be so much harder if I do it that way. They should look like that. All right. And then I gotta draw the forks. I think I could maybe I could draw one and then replicate it a bunch of times. Oh, it's already not going well. Oh, G-Scoop. Like G-Scoop. Okay, I gotta know what to do. Just draw like this, and you just kind of do that. No, that's not the fork. That's not the fork one. It's a good thing it's on a different layer. No, don't distort it. Don't distort it. Stop it. And then like just a bunch of these. Just like an insane amount of these things. I need so many of these forks. That line in the actual box is going to bother me so much. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to like copy this. Why did you do that? Why did you like select it and then unselect it right away? Like put a bunch of these together. And I'm going to like copy paste that set a bunch of times. We're gonna like actually make like a cluster. and then repeat the cluster as opposed to repeating individual forks. So I was getting my choice. It's actually like a full fork. Stop. Stop. So like, okay, no, never mind. So I can like, what was the other one? The other one's like goes like this way. Can I just like paste? And copy paste this again. And then should I just, it's not enough to start copy pasting it already, is it? We need more. So many more forks. We need so many more forks. Okay, that does work. Copy paste again. Stop. 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 Does that look good enough? Start merging these down. Let's work with this. Let's try with this for now. And like try to get these sorted out. You can copy paste this too. Oh God. In that, I think it's going to take a lot of erasing. But I'm just going to go with this, and I'm going to change the opacity of this to. Okay, if I do like double, and then if I go on this one, like erase it here, so this one's on top here. Well, then this one's also going to be on top. But then this one's going to be on top on this one. And that will include this one. And where the hell am I? What am I looking at right now? I'm lost. This is like, it's very, very clustered, incomprehensible. So this one's right here is on top. Wrong one. Wrong one. Like this. Like that. But then that one would be like that. Does that work? Is that good? Is that better? No, not real. Not much better. Not much better. I think I also need to erase parts of the box because that's really throwing me off. But the lines here are really confusing me. Should be a little bit better. What about like right here? It's like nothing there. It's looking all right. It's starting to look all right. It's kind of starting to look like a box of forks. Forks, not forkses, forks. Still needs a lot of work though, but we're actually on the right path, which is more than I thought we were going to do. I thought this was going to be just complete and utter failure. It's just mostly a failure. So I think that's this right here where the, yeah, like that. Just, I don't know. I don't even know like what's going on here. I actually don't know what's supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be looking at. And this, like this little part right here, I don't even know what I'm looking at. I just put like a few more poking out over there. I think it gets the point across then. I just really want to get the point across. I don't want to spend like an hour working on this. Though I should. I really should. I should spend take like an hour to make the box of forks look forks. The box of forks look good because it's the primary joke here. The primary joke is the boxes of forks right near the box of outlet fixing things that just happen to look exactly like forks. So you stick it in an outlet to fix them. Forkses. This I'm developing a speech impediment in real time. What? Wait, is this something that's not on tight, or is it actually part of this? Oh. What about this little? Okay, that's on this layer. There we go. Okay. And then this part needs to be like that. And it looks decent, I guess. So I think it's probably going to be easier with the forks than it is with these things. Maybe it is going to be easier with those. I don't know. Because the forks are a bit easier to understand. Like a fork can be very minimalistic and you still look at it and think that's a fork. With these, with the outlet fixers, like it's a completely made up concept. These don't exist in real life. There aren't actually like, I mean, there might be things that fix up, but they don't look like forks and you don't jam them into outlets. So you have to be a bit more like specific on the design of those things for the reader to actually interpret it as what it's supposed to be, as opposed to other. I mean, it's even though it's labeled, you still want it to be like clear what they're looking at. So it's like, oh god. It's fine. 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 Oh god. It's all right. It's okay. You know, actually, I'm curious about. I'll look something up real quick. How to break Microsoft what? If you type in how to break Microsoft, it immediately just micro S and stop showing results immediately. David, TTS. How to disable. No, I want to break it. I want to break this thing. Okay, let me try DuckDuckGo. I really be using that from the start. I want to know if there's any way I can like get the text to speech for this thing to stroke out. Download? No, just shut up. I just stop trying to sell me stuff. I could do default. I mean, I don't know. Let's just do how to break Microsoft David text to speech. List of words Microsoft speech engine can't say correctly. Hell yeah. Yeah. Okay, does it actually have a... What the fuck is this? What the fuck am I looking at? This is a different... This is... Oh my god, I found something very powerful. I found a Microsoft text-to-speech fan wiki. And they have like, it's like the Go Animate wiki. Like Microsoft David, or Microsoft David Desktop, English United States, born November 28th, 1988, is a text-to-speech voice that replaced Microsoft Anna alongside Microsoft Hazel UK and Microsoft Zyra US, and is featured on Windows 8 and Windows 10. He is also a small, short-lived antagonist of Microsoft Sam Reads Funny Window Errors by NKRS 200. Like, Rules of the Toilet, Microsoft George, Dave Madsen Entertainment Inc. He's like a character, and he looks awful. It's like, there's like some of this is actually like information. The rest of it is autism. In Thunderbird 205's universe, he's kind in seasons 2 to 6 of Microsoft Sam Reads Funny Windows Errors. Let's Read Funny Windows Errors. In season 2, David has been introduced as a new character from Microsoft Sam Reads Funny Window Errors, and soon Microsoft Sam Reads Not So Funny Window Errors. There, Microsoft Sam Mike Mary Scotty, Radar Overseer Scotty in other universes, and David Desktop. In the world, there are errors made with PowerPoint 2010. In season 7 to 14 of that show, he's joining with Jason Voorhees to kill Sam. Ace of Spade Product 100's universe. He is the oldest brother of Microsoft Sam and made his first appearance on MSSAM TV Episode 1. Concepts. See also Concepts of Microsoft David Desktop. Trivia. Some of his pictures were blue-eyed instead portrayed as computers in what? Some of his pictures were blue eyes instead portrayed as computers in 2 universes. He has 2 personalities, which is depending on the user. He's also can become a main protagonist, just like in Microsoft David Reads Hilarious Window Errors, which also were 1. It says the number 1 twice. He's on the wanted list for the NSA. 2. He likes tacos as he steals from Sam. 3. There's not 2 3s. There's just 1 3. He has the power not to be killed because TTS voices can't die in the series. 4. He always likes to watch porn. Depending on to stay in Windows 8 and later, David was the first male voice to stay in 3 Windows versions alongside Zyra. This also applies to Anna, only 2 versions, while Sam has only his version's replacement, but his name was kept for narrator. I just wanted to know what words would cause the text-to-speech can't say, and I got taken to this. I found out that Microsoft David is addicted to porn. And he can't die. Why? Why? But why though? Cannot say the word soy, also spelled soy, but instead make a sound like swerf, resembling a helicopter blade. Like swerf, swerf, swerf. It's like a rafflecopter. Like swoosh, 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 swoosh. He says soil correctly. Microsoft Sam. Microsoft Sam. What about David? I guess I could just change it to Sam. It doesn't really say. I found he's addicted to porn, though. Wait, no, there's more stuff. Okay, what about Control F, David? Okay, Barack Obama. Sam will say Barack, and Abama says correctly if you put Barack or Obama. SAPA 5 Sam, Mike, Mary, and Anna will say Obama as Obama. Hazel, Zira, Ava, and Mark David, Hazel, Zara, Ava, and Mark say it correctly. Okay, that's not funny then. Beyblade. Sam, Mike, and Mary pronounce it as B-Blade. Billie Eilish. Why is this? Okay, wait. No, she says it correctly. I don't think you can spurg him out. And even then, it's not like yeah, they just say it correctly all the time. Die. A glitch occurs with the word hi. Microsoft David will say it as duh. Let's try this. I want to try this. I want to try this out. I want to see if this is going to work. Sign into chat. Sure. Open web browser. Fine. Go ahead. Die, die. Die, 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 die. Seeing if I can trip up the text to speech. Say it. Say it or I'm gonna look like a dumbass. Say it or I'm gonna look like a dumbass. Why isn't he saying it? He didn't say it weird. He said it normal. I was lied to. I'm deleting this message. I'm ashamed. I can't delete the message. I can't delete the message. Why can't I delete the message? Why can I not delete the message? I can't delete it. Why can I not delete my own messages? Start a Q&A. No, I just want to delete this message. I had to get rid of the shame from this. Why can't I delete my own messages? Am I not the moderator on my own fucking channel? It's my channel. Community moderation. Moderate activity. Yeah, just let me remove. There we go. I had to hide the shame. He did not say it like duh. He said it like die, 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 die. He said it normal. The one thing I went to that wiki for, and it's not even correct. Disgusting. Shameful, really. Never trust one of those websites ever. I'll just lie to you. I'll never trust ever again. If I copy paste it, it's gonna go to its own layer anyways. Wish this was like Procreate, where you can just arrow up a layer, and it'll just move up. You know, it's like click on it, hope it's selected, and then move it up. You just press arrow up, arrow up, arrow up, arrow up, and it can move up to wherever you want it to be, or up or down. And it's fine. You don't have to like click on it and hope it's actually selected, and then drag it up and hope it's so annoying. I don't like it. It's a dumb system. Now I got to just copy paste this a billion times. I selected. There we go. You know, this actually working. I don't use many of these. Is the nice thing. I can just use like one more and I'm fine. Yeah, that's good. It's fine. That works. So how am I gonna space these out? I think I'm gonna do it like this. In terms of like layering these. Like that. For that one. And Like that? What's going on with this one right here? It's also part of that? Okay, so I want this one. Which one is it? I want this one to be in the... Like, okay, like that, okay. And then I can erase. I don't even need this layer is completely useless. Can erase parts of the box. Not that part. Like that. And since I have it in that one speech bubble, you can kind of tell like what you're looking at. Should combine them, but whatever. It's a lot easier to manage them if they're combined as opposed to merged, but looks fine enough. I can like shade them to make it more clear what we're looking at. It's kind of starting to come together. It's kind of starting to look like an actual comic. It's better than it was before. But the question is, what do I have plugged into this? What could I possibly have plugged into there that I could like put in there with a reasonable amount of... It has to be something that's important enough for me to want to fix it. I'm thinking my phone. I got like my phone charging. Like I could just have my phone on the charger or something. And maybe like my phone like right here. That's way too long. Remember when like everyone thought phones were just gonna become progressively longer over time? That was like a big meme. Like some iPhone came out and it was like a lot longer than the other one. And I was like, oh my god, iPhone 77 is gonna be like a lightsaber. And then it didn't happen. Because that would have been really dumb. I have an Android, but it's a lot easier to tell what you're looking at if you have like an iPhone here. I'm just gonna have like that. Question is, should it actually be plugged in or should it be like unplugged? I think it should be unplugged. To like really nail in the fact that the thing's not working. I have to like the phone unplugged. Because that's the only way I can think to really convey the fact that my phone's not charging right now. Is I just have it unplugged. Like I took it out, it's not working. If I have it in there, it's like, I don't know. Like that. That kind of looks like about right for like a phone charging. It's about right, I think. They're gonna have like a low battery thing on the phone. Look at that. So it's like, oh, it's low battery, your phone's dying kind of thing. And then I think I should have like I'm gonna try with some don't do that. Try with some like different layers here. It's like some different, like maybe not, like it's some different types of brushes. No, not that. No, that's a bit too like that. No. I should show you this thing I downloaded. I downloaded a lightning brush because I thought, oh, this is gonna be like so cool. It's gonna look like a brush where you just just imagine what you would think when you think of a lightning brush. That's what I thought it was gonna be. You hear lightning brush, it's obvious what you're gonna think. You know what it does? It's just this. It just plants down like a PNG. Not even like this is all it does. You just press it and it just plants down a PNG. That's all it does. It was free and I feel like I got robbed. This thing was free and I feel like I got robbed. The fuck? No. What about like no, okay, no, we're just not doing that. I just want to show that this is not good. It's not good. Maybe I could just do like a small pencil. I don't even use color anyway. What am I talking about? But if it's like really broken and there's no charge going through there, would it even like electrocute you? It probably would. Probably would. Why does it look like that on the stream? Why does it look like that on the stream? Did it freeze? Did it actually freeze? Hold on, did it freeze? Like for real? It froze for real. It froze for real. For real. For real. I'm gonna like close the app and then reopen it and see if that fixes it. But I'm gonna like do this. Okay, now is it still frozen on there? It is. It's kind of scary. Start record. No. Light mode. Oh, it's a dark mode. Oh, that looks so much better. Too bad it's frozen. Too bad it's frozen. But it doesn't even show up. Where's the... What happened? Is it just dying? It's just dying. It's like crashing. I have like my iPad wallpaper set as like a street in Istanbul because there was like a period of time where I was like really dedicated to trying to learn Turkish. This music is so loud. Why it's almost as loud as I am? It shouldn't be as loud. It should not be as loud as I am. It should not be as loud as I am. It should not be as loud as I am. Like I was dedicated to learning Turkish, not for any like particular like decent reason, but just because I saw Buskin, and that movie was so goddamn good that I was like, I need to learn Turkish now. I know like some of it. I still have some of it like remembered. Because I spent like a lot of time. I think I like completely finished the Duolingo course for at the time at least. At the time, I think they probably have stuff like more stuff added now, but I actually completed like all the stuff for Turkish at the time. This thing is like completely crashed. Close window. Wait, hold on. Let me just unplug it and replug it back in. Let's see if that works. Now is it gonna work? No, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Just you watch. It's gonna work. Why is it so small now? Oh, because it's a different screen. Okay. Well, it's gonna go back to normal size once it shows the iPad again. Connection failed? What do you mean connection failed? What do you mean connection failed? Please plug in and restart your iPhone, iPad, and Power Desktop program. I'm just going to restart the program. I'm not going to restart my iPad. Exit the program. I'm just going to minimize this so you can't see it for now. But my iPad, like my lock screen is Ozki. It's like fan art of Ozki from Hololive, and the wallpaper is just like a random street in Istanbul. Really, Turkish is a really beautiful language, though. It has some good movies, too. Okay, now we got it. There we go. Nice. Okay, now it should be up. It's still on light mode here. Why is it still on light mode here? Can like readjust this. When There we go. It should be on light mode. I don't know why it's not. Or dark mode. It should be on dark mode right now. Because if you actually look at the program, it's on like on dark. There's no like border anymore. But on the capture, it shows the border, which is annoying. Make the music a little louder. I want it to be like audible, but I don't want it to be louder than I am. I want it to be like a lot quieter than my voice. I've never been good at like managing audio. I've never been good at it. Like when I used to like creepypasta videos, I would always either have the music like too quiet or too loud. I felt. I don't think I ever heard anyone complain about it, but I feel like that's one of those things you don't really like complain about unless it's like a huge problem. What? Huh? Excuse me? Hello? It just crashed. It just crashed. I think we're gonna have to like end stream for just because of that, because I can't stream right now. It's not letting me. It's connected via USB. It's there. It's right. I promise it's there. I promise you it's there. I'm gonna unplug it and replug it in. You're gonna recognize it. You're gonna realize. Real's gonna recognize real. Real's gonna be this USB cord plugging my. Sorry, I didn't use a USB. There's a USB involved. I said you're gonna recognize the USB in here. You're gonna be like, whoa, that's a USB. Wow. Usually I don't need to click on anything for it to do this. No device to it's there. It's right there. It's connected. Yeah, I think the stream's over. That's anticlimactic. And sad. That's sad. No, hold on. Let me check something. No, my iPad is charging. At first it said iPad not charging. I was really concerned because this iPad has a terrible battery life. Like really bad battery life. And I was thinking I was going to do streaming for like 10 minutes and it was going to like die. So I'm glad it didn't. But let's get the end stream. We've gone over 2 hours. 2 hours is a good amount of time. I made like a decent amount of progress. I mean, not really. I can lie to myself and say that I did. I added like a whiteboard, a painting, a speech bubble, a phone with a charger, a can of worms, a vial, like a thing of like a test tubes. I added the forks and the outlet devices to that one panel. I added one box to the one where it shows the full shelf. I should just fix it up and add it. Oh, I still have to add the forks to that one. Oh, God. So I added like that stuff. I had the forks and the fixie devices. I fixed up the shelf on panel 3. So it actually looks like it's on a shelf now. I fixed up the boxes a little bit on panel 3. I added handles to the cupboard in panel 1. I slightly fixed the angling of the twisty, tubey glass thingy on panel 1. I changed the eyes slightly of myself on panel 1. I added smoke to the outlet, and I was going to try to do more stuff with that, but I don't even know if I want to keep the smoke there. And that's pretty much it. That's all I was able to do. Is it showing up now? Still not showing up, dang it. I thought I was just going to like look away and look back and be like, oh, it's working now, but no. It's just not. It just decided to stop working. Maybe it does just want me to, maybe I should just restart my iPad. I don't really lose anything if I do that. Gonna restart. We're gonna see if it's gonna work after that. I'd like to be able to continue streaming if I can. Like, I'd be fine with ending here, but I mean, if I don't have to, I won't. There's still some things I want to get done. Like, maybe I could work on the model a little bit. Cause I'm like almost, I did like a decent amount of work on it last night. Cause what I did last night is that I was gonna stream yesterday, but I didn't. Cause I ended up working on like the robot guy, the sideshow bot right there. I animated that, and I added the text to speech, and I worked on the model a bit. The model's like, I think it's almost done. I feel like it's almost done. And once it's done, I do not want to be the one to rig it. I'm hoping to find someone who'll just do it for me. Like just someone I can commission to just set it up for me. And hopefully it won't be too hard because it's a very basic, there's no hair or anything. It's a very simple model. There's not like boob physics that need to be included. There's nothing like that. Nothing too crazy. No like clothes physics, nothing like that. The eyes aren't too complex. Just a basic rigging of a simple model. I'm hoping I can find someone to do it. And 2, it won't be too insanely expensive. And 3, it won't take too long. I mean, I'm fine with waiting. I'm perfectly fine with waiting. But it'd be cool if we could have it faster. There's nothing wrong with waiting, but it'd be so cool if it's like, yep, like a week or so, or like a week or 2. It's like, yep, here it is. Here's your new model. It'd be pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know how much because I feel like it's just not working. I restarted my iPad and it's still not working. Maybe I'm gonna restart the thing again. Then I'm gonna try it. I was gonna try everything first. If that doesn't work, end stream. All right. I think there's like the one thing I really want to do after to complete it is to complete the model is add like a second arm. Because right now like one of the arms is like folded like this, like the one you currently see, and the other one's like holding up a ray gun. I want them both to be like, because otherwise I feel like if they're both ooh, okay, good. I feel like if they're both down, if like one of them's down like this, it's hard to tell it's a wing. You can tell it's not a good model. It still doesn't look very good. But it's better than what I currently have. It's better. It's like if it's better than what I currently have, it's fine with me. I just want like an upgrade. I don't want like something too insanely like fancy or great looking. It's like I can always just make new ones. Like I can always just improve later on. But right now, this looks more like what I'm trying to go for as a character than what I currently have. Like, I kind of want to have like the other wing just kind of like down at my side, but I don't know if this is like this. This might just be like fine, like have the other wing just at a resting position like that. But I feel like it's hard to tell it's a wing like that. If it's like just kind of hanging down, you can look at it, you can immediately tell that's a wing. There's nothing. I think it's fine. I think that's what I want to do. I want to just have it hanging down because it's easier to tell what I'm looking at. But I'm not sure how to do it though. Is the problem. I'm not entirely sure how to draw like a wing just kind of hanging down like that. I'm hoping to be able to find someone I can like give like $100 or so to, and just say like, hey, can you rig this? And then you set it up, and it's done. I have genuinely no idea how much like this would cost. Like genuinely, I haven't even started looking because I feel like it would just be a pain. I'm kind of scared to start looking, just because I don't. It's one of those things where I feel like it'd be really hard to figure out. It's probably have to, like you have to like find like one particular person. Have to like find like a like someone who's like one would be willing, because I feel like this is one of those things where some people would just be like, I do not want to rig this model. This is not like an anime girl. This is not a kawaii anime girl. I don't want to rig this model. It is not kawaii XD. Or also like everyone else probably too busy or something like that. I'm gonna try drawing the wing down. I'm just try to kind of go for it. So body layer right here. It would just be like, what the hell? I forgot I changed it as that before the app crash. It looks really bad. It looks see how bad that looks. See how bad that looks. It's so bad. Yeah, I don't know. How do I draw like a wing just down? I glad I upgraded the feet a bit. The feet were like what they like. The feet were like what they look like right now before, where they're just like three like pointy like triangles. I actually like bird feet. I like the change. I like the way the gun turned out. I don't know how I feel about the nose though. I thought the shading on the nose is a bit off. Let's check something real quick. Okay, there we go. The shading on the nose is kind of bothering me. I feel like it doesn't look. I was thinking like, what if I like shade it like this? So it's like. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Wrong color, wrong action. Okay, what would it look like then if you had the eyelids off? I don't like that. I think this is fine. No. I don't like how like cheerful I look. Let's find a way to look more intimidating. I think the mustache needs fixing too. it's like too I should erase. Don't draw. I'm so used to drawing over things. It's like, oh, it's probably on the same layer. It's bad enough if you're like working on like layered projects. It's especially bad on one of these where the layers are extremely important. If you like draw something like out of like shape like that, the entire thing becomes like impossible to rig. It's another thing I worry about. Like, what if it's like, oh, I'm not gonna rig this because the model is so poorly made that it would just be impossible for me to do it, kind of thing. That was better. That's better. I think the hat needs fixing. Like the shading on the hat looks wrong. Especially like this lighting here. It's a little better. A little better. It's probably fine, right? It's not good. It's not really good. It's not like a good looking model. But the main thing I'm looking for is one that's better than what I currently have. And one where you look at it and you think, oh, it's a bird. Right now, you look at me, it's like everyone says like me, I said I look like a pear or a pickle. And also, look at the hat on my current. Like the hat is like everything, because this model is like, I originally did not have the eyebrows, I didn't have the mustache, I didn't have the beard, I didn't have the hat. All that was added on like later. It's all like an afterthought that was stapled on to like this model, and like this is like a proof of concept model pretty much. The one I currently have. I threw this one together like very quickly, like in like less than a few hours pretty much. Which was mainly just it took that long because I just wasn't sure what I was doing. It's like the main reason why I took that. The only reason it really took that long was because I didn't know what I was doing. This one, I'm like, I still don't really know I'm doing that much. But I've been able to spend more time on making it look slightly. It's still not good. It's still even like below average even for me in terms of drawing. Just because, you know, it's a model. So it's like a different. It's not that different from normal, but it's a little different. It's kind of different because you have to take into account multiple different aspects. Like, you know, the mouth, the lips, the eyelids, whether everything's like overlapping properly, and so it wouldn't actually be able to like animate it. And I think it looks fine for what it is. I think it looks fine for it, like right now. I'm just hoping that if I can get someone else to rig it, the animation will be better than the current one. Because right now it's like I can't even have eye tracking on because my eyes just always go at the top right corner. It just doesn't work. And also the lip syncing is off pretty badly, and not really move. I can kind of move a little bit, but it could be better. I think I should just start looking for like someone who would rig it, and just kind of start that process like earlier. I think it's like I'm probably at a point where it's probably good. It's not like great. I could definitely improve it, but I think it's good enough right now. I feel like the getting someone might be hard enough that I should probably just start while I can, because it might take a while to find someone. I highly doubt it'd just be like a Google where someone to rig like a VTuber rigging commission, and it'd just be like top page, hey, pay me $20 and I'll get it rigged up in 2 minutes. That's not how it's gonna work. It's gonna be like if I didn't like no links, you know, it's like scour through like word of mouth and then find someone, and that person's gonna be like, my commissions are full until December, or something like that. The thing I don't like about commission bases. Commission bases are annoying. That's why I've never been able to get a commission from anyone. Like, I don't even try because it's like it's so intimidating. It's like hey, I open up slots on this day of this, like, you know, like some like random time. Usually they don't even say like when. It's just like I'm gonna open up slots like sometime next month, and then like they just open up, and then it's like the first 4 people to comment on this post will get a commission slot. And it's all there's like a rotating set of like a dozen people that every artist has, it seems, that will just always secure a commission slot. And then every single thing they do is just like one of those person's drawings. And those people have like infinite money. So that's what it always seems to end up like. It's kind of annoying. But there's like some people always just manage to like perfect the art of being there right on time. They get it down to the exact science. Their entire life revolves around showing up on time to score commissions. And it's like you're competing with people like mastered this to a perfect science, and you're just like, I don't know, maybe I might put like it on my calendar or something. And this person like is ingrained in this person's blood. Like they live and breathe this stuff. Like they know it in their core. Like they just sense it in the air, like a bird knowing when to go south. Like their commissions are open, and they show up right away. You have to compete with those people. It's like I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like when it ends up like that. Even if they have like a rotating set where it's like you can't commission the same person like twice in a row. Like but then it's like enough people who like perfect it that you're just gonna get like a rotating set of those people. And sometimes you get a new person in, but rarely. That's what it seems like. I can't really say too much because I haven't really gotten any commissions, but that's what it seems like to me. So that's why I just kind of gave up on it. Like just by looking, I was like, this looks. I don't think I like this system. I don't think I like how this looks. It just seems kind of dumb. That's why I'm intimidated by this too. I think I'm just gonna end it here. I'm tired. I don't think I'm drawn out. I was trying to like find I'm trying to look into like after stream. I'm gonna end the stream for right now at least. I'm gonna end the ambiance. I don't want that like playing without me talking because then I'm gonna get like killed. But ending stream a gubu a sayonara.